What's up, guys? BARRYGAMING here, back with some Eternal Evolution, and today we have a couple of brand new codes coming your way, as well as some good news. Now, if you just care about the codes themselves, we'll jump into that first and foremost. There's two of them that are really good right now. One of them is for an additional 30 fuel for the event. So if you come in here and you use this code right here, again, I'll put them in the description so they're easy to copy. D5GF5FDUJW2. You can see we've already claimed this one out. That's going to give you 30 fuel for the fuel event, which is really awesome. And we just had a new one post right here. ThanksHeroGames, which is going to actually net you guys 2 additional senior resource packs, which gives you 24 hours of all of your resources. So if you just came here for codes, make sure you use both of them out. Again, the fuel one's going to be really good because I don't think I've spent anything, but I used all the fuel codes this week, the past 2 weeks for this whole event. Got up to 310, which was nice because it also included some gene breakthrough cores and stuff like that. Doesn't quite get you to the universal crystals free, but if you did do everything, that is pretty solid. Now let's move on over to the news. So this next week, we will be getting what I feel like is the assassin support hero that you guys should be using for your account, and that is in the form of Fiona. We're going to throw up a video here so you guys can see her animation and such. It looks really cool, but everything about her screams assassin supporter. So number one, her ultimate skill here. Again, she's a Winifred support hero, SSS. Nature's Blossom ultimate skill. Several allied heroes with the highest attack gain a shield and also gain Blossom state. That's going to be important a little later. AKA damage dealt is increased and damage taken is reduced. When in the Blossom state, each movement skill also refreshes your shield, and as you guys know, assassins move all over the place, and meaning they're gonna have tons and tons of shielding. The talent effect for this one increases the shield's effect of allied heroes on the enemy side of the battlefield. Again, assassins and vanguards always on the other side. First common skill, Nectar Tide. The allied hero with the lowest HP restores health. Talent effect, if the target is on the enemy side of the battlefield, the recovery is increased. Again, assassins, vanguard, very good here. Maybe even for tanks too. Second common skill, Fairy's Touch. Has a chance to reduce the basic skill cooldown of the allied hero with the highest attack. That seems pretty solid too. Make them do more basic attacks. Talent effect grants the target a shield equal to a certain percentage of Fiona's max HP. I think you're going to want to build this hero max HP with some accuracy because one of her exclusives is dependent on accuracy, much like Miranda, I believe, hers ability too. And then lastly, we have the passive skill, Petal Shroud. The more allied heroes that are on the enemy side of the battlefield, the less damage Fiona takes. So that's really solid. This can be activated once per battle, or this effect right here can be activated once per battle. After allies use a certain number of movement skills, Fiona restores energy or rage to all allies and applies an invincibility effect. That can only happen one time. Then on top of that, her talent effect, when there are more than a specific number, they don't say, of allied heroes on the enemy's battlefield, Fiona receives additional damage reduction. So she natively gets more damage reduction. The higher, if you get her up to immortal, she'll get even more damage reduction, which is absolutely awesome. And then we have the exclusives, the energy skill enhancement, so her ultimate ability. In the Blossom state, each movement skill activation reduces the duration, or refreshes the duration of the Blossom state. So again, assassins that are constantly zipping across the battlefield are probably going to have near 100% uptime of that Blossom state, which increases their damage and lowers the damage that they take while also shielding them. Fairy Touch, which is the common skill that has to do with lowering the cooldown of the basic skill. That enhancement dispels all crowd control effects on the target as well. It's okay for some PvP and stuff like that. Third one is Nectar's Tide. That's the first common skill that is the heal, essentially. For every certain amount of accuracy she has, the number of targets that she heals increases. So again, if you build her HP and accuracy, that's probably going to be the way to go to get her to heal 2 to 3 of your assassins on the other side of the battlefield. And lastly, the passive skill, Petal Shroud enhancement. Fiona will recast Garden of Eden after allied heroes have a specific number of movement skills total. Now, I don't know what I think that's like a misnomer. I think it's supposed to say Nature's Blossom, not Garden of Eden. I think it basically means she'll recast her ultimate skill again. when the allies use a specific number of movement skills, but that's interesting because they don't really have a skill like that. So that's gonna be interesting. I don't really know what to make of that one there, because it's not like super important, but she seems really busted strong for an assassin team support, which is something they kind of lacked. Now, last and certainly not least, we do have the patch notes for next week. Of course, Fiona, the Forest Fairy, is going to be in a brand new limited banner. So be prepared. It's going to be Fiona, Oak, and Senway on that one. There is going to be a secondary banner that has Leo, Laran, and Randall on it. So Leo, a good Vanguard tank, honestly kind of synergizes with her as well. A lot of teams still use Leo. I know I do. He's very tanky. Not quite Nord status, of course, but very good. You might want to grab a copy of him in this event. And then, of course, grab all those gene hybrids from both of those pools. There's also going to be a Mirror of Reformation that'll be opening on some servers. During the event, you'll receive corresponding rewards by recruiting a certain number of times of the designated limited recruitment. The events of this event are Fiona copies, which makes it very easy to build her, Universal Crystals, Soul Potions, and Astral Recruitment cards, very much like we saw last time. There's a couple other things coming too, like a new Gamuzo's Bell. It's going to have Fiona, Leo, and the Impulse of Annihilation prototype on it, which is also pretty solid. And then there's going to be a Gatherings event on some servers. The main rewards this one are Nagrama, Rusted Gears, Diamonds, and Mythic Runes, which those are really good. There's also premium development. That's just if you're spending, it seems like, with a special limited packs, including Fiona and Gene Hybrids. There's going to be a new season of Twilight Highlands starting, and what they're also adding is a Hell Arena Pass. Priced at 30 USD, and each period lasts for only 28 days, and Hell Arena technically lasts like 2 months, I think, so you have to buy it twice. But during the event period, you can unlock rich rewards by participating in Hell Arena to obtain Arena Pass points. The main rewards include rare items such as SSS Hero Selection Card C, Elite Hero Selection Card S, and Astral Recruitment cards, which is kind of the premium one right there. There's a bunch of other optimizations. There are new set levels coming as well. You're going to be able to get tempered legendary equipment, which is going to have increased stats. There's a lot of changes to the gear, which will probably go in at a later time, and then there's a ton of bug fixes as well. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys use both of those codes. Both of them are really solid. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. We're probably gonna have a video later today of Helen as well, because we'll see if she's actually any good. I'll see you guys next time.